Just really felt like it fit more the MO of what we're trying to be in our model of winning. Stopping the run, holding, a good rushing team under 50 yards, us rushing for almost 190. Really provided great ball control offense. To look up at halftime and have 49 plays compared to Utah State's 23 and holding the ball, 18 and a half minutes in that first half. It's really what we want to be. I thought that the limiting the turnovers, only having one turnover in the game, that's the second week in a row. And then, playing great special teams. That's our formula. Stop the run the ball, don't turn it over, and play great special teams. You're going to win a lot of games.
Where did you see the most improvement on offense?
I thought the offensive line had a lot better day. Even though we had 2 sacks, one of those sacks was accredited to not seeing a hot. They picked their 5 guys up. We were in a 5-man protection and, didn't see a hot coming off the edge with the quarterback. So I just thought overall assignment-wise they were a lot better. That was probably the biggest difference between game 1 and game 2. And that's what you want. You want to see a team that's progressing each and every week.
Where are you still looking for improvement from this offense?
Just consistency. You say that when it's 45-7, but I'm an offensive coach, so I'm always going to be a lot harder on them. I thought that it was an efficient day. When you look at your quarterback and he's 23 of 30, that's 76%, completion ratio. But we missed some deep ball opportunities that I know we want to hit and will need going against a really good Stanford team.
What stood out from a dominant defensive performance?
Just the open field tackling. Really, we crowded the box to be able to stop the run game, and we knew on the perimeter that we were going to have to be great at getting the ball down. And time after time, I saw guys just making great open field tackles, not allowing the explosion play.
What makes Stanford such a challenge?
McCaffrey's a pretty good player. He's, one of the most dynamic players in the country for the reason everybody knows he's a talented runner, but what I see is an elite route runner and ball catcher. Whether it's out of the backfield, whether it's lined up in the slot position, outside receiver position, he is just a personnel nightmare because of his ability not only to be a running back, but the threat he provides as a receiver.
Outside of that special talent, is this a typical David Shaw Stanford team, or are they different?
No, I think I've always admired David and the job that he does. I think his kids are well coached. They play good assignment football. They bring physicality to it. And, in my 6 years here, this has always been an ultra competitive game, and it's usually a very, very close game. So like I've told the kids, there'll be 5 or 6 plays in this game that will determine the outcome, and we've got to be precise in what we do and execute.
What do they do well on defense consistently?
They match well with you. When you go to 3 wides, they're going to match you up in nickel. When you try to put out 2 backs or 2 tight ends, they're going to match their base package. They're stout up front, very, very well coached defensive line, and a secondary that has experience that we've seen has a lot of experience in the back end. So, they did a terrific job versus Kansas State in the opening game, really shutting them down. And they're a talented, well-coached bunch.
What do we know about their new quarterback, Ryan Burns?
I was impressed with him in the opening ball game. I loved his anticipation and getting the ball to several different receivers. Throws a nice deep ball. Hit a deep ball for a huge play to really break open that game. So he looks like a complete quarterback. He's also a pretty good runner. So we've got our hands full with a pretty dynamic offense.
What's your message to the team this week? How do you keep that chip on your shoulder?
Just keep on worrying about us. We focused on us and the improvements that we needed to make from game 1 to game 2. Now, we had a good game, but we're not a finished product. We need to continue becoming a better team each and every week, and it needs to happen fast when you play a Stanford team.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.